Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's continue our Let's Play on Crusader Kings 2, Croatia. And on this episode, we're going to get going. It's going to be one of those episodes where we're going to try to... Holy green Batman. Where we're going to try to get a few, some years going, which I'll go ahead and start off now a little slow and let some stuff go by. But there's one thing... Yeah, I'm sure he does favor himself. One thing I do need to correct right away that I kind of noticed in my pre-look-arounds that I typically do is Rashka here, the revolt risk has gotten kind of high. And I need to correct a few things here too. Like, for instance, they're not Catholic. Actually, we got Rashka and Zeta here that both, I guess, switched to Orthodox with when they were under Byzantine. So we need to kind of correct that, really. Rashka is the bigger problem right now. So, and this is a county I control, so I think I need to do a couple things. One, I think he's in Zadar. Okay, he doesn't need to be in Zadar anymore. I even forget why the heck I put him there. I need him to go to Rashka, which you'll see the revolt risk basically instantly disappeared, went from 6% to 0, because he's basically standing there with a club, giving everybody the evil eye who even thinks about revolting. So then now, part 2 of this conversion is we need to send our court chaplain in there, but I cannot assign him a new job until March. Okay. Right. We need to send him in there to convert the populace from the Orthodox ways. So in March, we'll go ahead and start this up. In March, we need to get him over there. But we needed to put our marshal there to avoid the revolt risk. Let's look, we got another one there. Isolated county, different culture group. I don't understand why different culture group. They are Catholic. I'm not sure why that's all the way up to 5%. Successful crusade. Praise Jesus. Alright, celebration across the whole Christian world. Excellent. Okay, well, we'll get back to that in a second. But that's one thing, just a little tip for people who maybe joined the series late. That's one thing to do is, especially counties that you've taken recently, and in particular border counties a lot of times, you want to kind of go around and look at the revolt risk. Well, okay, it went to 1% all of a sudden. Okay, I know I wasn't imagining things. That was 5% just a second ago. That's 2%. Okay, that was 5%. I know it was. Something happened all this. Maybe the crusade. I don't know. That was kind of weird. But I'm just kind of going around checking. Now, a couple things I was going to well, two things I wanted to correct from the last episode, and I apologize. I had not played the game for, I don't know, probably a week and a half prior to that last episode, and there was a couple brain fart items on the last episode. Number one, in regards to, let's pause this just a second, in regards to war scores, positive is for the attacker, negative is for the defender. And I knew that. I was just having a brain fart that night. I've actually pointed to that in earlier episodes back when we were fighting Hungary, taking Hungary over and stuff like that. But so, for instance, right here, which this I think is actually flip-flopped, where Byzantine is at war with Georgia, who's over here. they're defending, so it's at -39, which means Byzantine's winning. Now, it's actually, the interesting thing about some of this is it's actually Ruthenia. Georgia is trying to take counties away from Ruthenia, I believe, is what was going on. I think right here. And the Byzantine is helping Ruthenia, but then Ruthenia is also being like revolted from within for someone else to take over. Like some of the princes are revolting, so which is interesting. I kind of thought about for a second when I was looking at this. We'll go ahead and get this going again. I was thinking about trying to take Terboval here back, because I can actually declare to take Terboval here. And it would go to somebody else, but it would still be under my, under my land. But they're fighting against Georgia. Right. The problem is they're winning their war, though, against the current King David. They're winning. So they could be installing a new king here, and if I went and did that, I could kind of get off to a bad start with the new king, which would not be good. But that was one thing I was looking at. And then, as obviously our laws thing here, we can see there's a little bit of flip-flopping going on back and forth here. But we're still pretty much in control. I think the pest guy, we'll keep this running while I do this, but I think the pest guy, where's he at? This guy right here, we need to work on him a little bit and get him with the program. 52 for 42. I don't want to give Master the Hunt to him. Yeah, I'll spend that. We need to get him on our side of the program. And a lot of that stuff, like I've said in the previous episodes, our heir is our second son, Prince Justin here. Remember we skipped over Gabriel because he's an imbecile. But Justin is going to be our heir as of right this minute, and just hopefully he doesn't start, hopefully he doesn't get imbecile also. That would really ruin our day. Castle Fair. The Knights Templar have established a new holding in the county of Tiberias. Permission to settle there was granted to them by the noble Count Edmund of Tiberias. The mighty castle will henceforth be known as the Fève. Excellent, I guess. Okay, great. Top notch. So yeah, we're kind of let our clock run a little bit more here. Oh, wait a minute, let's pause. Actually, we need to assign. It's way past March. Okay. We want to convert the populace. Okay, there we go. So we got him to work on that. And then after he gets done with that, he's going to need to go to Zeta. And then after Zeta... No, that's it. It's basically just those two we need him to convert. So, there we go. We got that underway. We're moving along pretty decently. I think our grand scheme, our master plan, if you will, is we're doing pretty good overall. And I'll kind of give you a bird's eye view here of the map. As Croatia, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we're a significant power, like I've said. I know some of you have said, well, we haven't really taken anything over lately. Well, we squabbled and grabbed a few counties from Byzantine when they were revolting, things like that. I think what I'm hoping to do here... I have trumped everyone, and I am the best king ever. Yes. Loses the trait ambitious. I guess that's not good. Oh, wow. That kind of sucked, actually, I think. Hmm. Boy, our stats are horrible if it wasn't for all the bonuses. Um, actually, one thing I want to do, a couple little quick things I want to do. Something just happened there with a guardian thing. Our cousin. Another Lucas. And that's one that the computer named. So they just carried on the King Lucas name, basically, which is pretty cool. This guy's got some pretty decent stats. Let's let him do it. One thing we need to do here is, let's do an intrigue item. Brandy, my dear sister, clearly upset, is reminding me of my promise to get her married. I did forget about that, didn't I? But when you look at the portrait, how can you help me for forgetting about it? I'd be getting a bad reputation out there trying to match that up. And that was the Brandy was, I told you in an earlier episode, that was named after a dog we used to have. Alright, I won't go there. I'll stop. I have just the person in mind. Boris Podgorica. That's it. You're off to the monastery. Who is this guy? He's at Count in Crusader. Yeah, sure. Knock yourself out. That sounds good. Ooh. Look at this. Hold up. Wait a minute. What is going on here? Attacking Byzantine Empire and Byzantine Civil War to lower crown authority. The lower crown. Okay. Byzantine is having a mini revolt of sorts from a bunch of their dukes and duchesses, it looks like. Okay, this could be... They're trying to get her to lower crown authority, and they just started flat out revolting. And... holy cow, somebody's even attacking the capital, it looks like. Defending against Byzantine war to lower crown authority. Plus, got that going on. Okay, the other thing ended, I guess, the Georgia thing. Higher, no. Okay, I don't even see that anymore. Oh, and another thing I made a mistake on the earlier episode is when I was doing that assassination attempt, and that's something I should have known too, because I did it in earlier episodes against Hungary. I think it was just me recording that last episode a little late. Is that when you're trying to assassinate somebody, you have to like send your assassin to the area where they're at, and that actually reminds me very quickly. Let me get my spy master. I'm gonna pull my spy master back actually. Let's just put him back here for right this second. Get him out of there. Okay, so she's got a revolt going on, which... It's not necessarily... Well, we'll have to see, because it's not necessarily a great opportunity for us. But it is a good opportunity as far as Jor claim on Belgrade for Conan. Well, we'll have to watch that, especially for, say, like the next episode. But the long-term thing is when she finally passes away here, which should happen in a few more years, hopefully. They're gonna have a young heir, and I got a feeling there's gonna be some crazy. It's not even her child that is her heir, because I think we killed her daughter, actually. This was her daughter that we assassinated right here, I believe. Yeah, 1192. That's the chick we killed. So I got a feeling there's going to be some crazy revolts going on when she dies, and I think that's going to be the big opportunity to make a really good push. Let's try to get a little further into the year here, see if anything else. One thing I'll show you guys, too, is you can go into this ledger thing, which I know I've never shown this before in other episodes, but right down here, this button on the bottom, this ledger thing, and it kind of gives you some neat reports and information. You can kind of see like the counties that you're controlling, your particular counties that your king is controlling, or your duke, or whoever it is, and shows you their profit. So it shows me, for instance, the barony of Prizren here, this particular one, which this is the same. You can actually click on these shields to go right to them too. That's actually Rashka here, or whatever. I'm not getting a whole lot of money from there because I need, number one, I need to get everybody chilled, and number two, I need to do some more upgrades in here that will enable, you know, to get some more tax rates and things like that. Like a good one is the castle town here. We can get the tax income up. That would be a good one. My liege, my mission to Byzantium, yes, has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Ecumenical Patriarch Georgios II, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are, and he sends his regards. Most excellent and perfect opinion of Demetrio I. Alright. Who is this? Oh, okay. Gotcha. What was I getting at? Yeah, so we're kind of, this revolt thing is interesting, but it doesn't really give me an opportunity to, it's not really an opportunity for me to grab anything unless, I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch. And she's actually losing early on, which is a good sign. We're trying to also let our money build up in case we do have to do some big wars. Building wise, we do need to get some building projects kicked off again. My liege, I am pleased to report the success of my mission to Rashka. The majority of the population have been converted to Catholic faith. Your humble court chaplain, Bishop Chrisimir of Curita Diargs. Excellent. Excellent. Gain 15 piety. Pope John Paul's opinion changed by 10 because he sees me doing the work of the Catholic religion. So if we pause, we're doing good there now, and we need to send him now. Whoops. Need to send him over there. And we need to send the marshal over there too to keep the peace while he's doing it. Alright, there we go. So we got our other conversion underway. Getting back to our vassals, let's take another look at how we're doing here. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Everybody's in the green. Money's good. Pulling almost 20 per month. The Lords of Rashka have approved the institution of the tax exemption law. I've discovered a plot where Ragusa seems to fabricate a claim on the duchy. Is that one that I have? Okay. I'm just gonna let that go. That's doesn't directly involve me. Well, who's this? Gabriel. A child needs a proper guardian. This is for Gabriel. Yeah, I don't mind if he... Actually, that's fine. Take Gabriel. Because I'm not going to do him myself. He's not going to be the king. So that's fine. Jihad for Armenia. Foolish infidels. Alright. Let's see, we're still doing good on this stuff. I mean, you can see that Justin is in the pole position on both of those, so we'll be fine. And it'll just get better as he gets older and hopefully starts getting good traits. And when he gets old enough, I will be definitely tutoring him along the ways of the Jedi path of the Croatian Empire. Did that end already? Truce was signed. Okay, so I guess they won that. She gave in, it looks like. Alright. So you can see some of the other stuff that's going on around here. Oh, Lopa is pregnant again. Excellent. But, I mean, you can see overall in the picture of things, I mean, we're doing fairly well. I mean, it'd be nice if I had the rest. I would like to have all of this, is what I want. I want all of this, like, what's this, like, Serbia, kind of the rest of Serbia and Bulgaria, and kind of some into Greece. I'd like to have that whole landmass. Okay, Ivanis has usurped the title county of that from Zongar. Okay. Duchy of Croatia. Okay. Has that disrupted vassal relations? Yes, it has. The church preaches celibacy, and my friends try to lure me into the hedonism showed by showing me the pleasures of life. I can't really decide if I want to enjoy life or wait for heaven. Interesting. If I try some pleasures, I get pleasures of hedonism. I get monthly prestige bonus until 1453. Holy schmack. Fertility bonus. Pleasures of afterlife celibacy. Where I get piety and a negative fertility. Well, the fertility thing doesn't really bug me because I already have 3 sons. One that I don't need. Justin is the heir, and then we have Ulf Hedgen is the backup heir. So, and she's pregnant right now. So I'm not really even worried about the fertility bonus or negative. It's just whether I want piety or prestige. And I guess I'm going to go with the piety thing. So I guess I'm going to go pleasures of the afterlife. And it's only in Dimitaro. So it's not like anybody else inherits it. So we'll go with that. A rather heated discussion between myself and the stable master caught Queen Lopa's attention, and after listening to both of us, she settled on the matter between me and my stable master in a fair way. I got the horse, the stable master got the coin. Impressive, Queen Lopa. Alright, I'm not really sure where that came out of left field from, but good enough. Okay, been a success. Alright. Perfect. Alright, let's pause this just for a second. And we're doing okay here, it looks like. Well, one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go in here and, let's see, invite a nobleman to court. That might get us a good, maybe 46 though. Radomir. We might need to... Okay, he's overseeing construction for no reason. Let's research economy tech. Don't really have a better choice for steward. I was wondering if maybe we get lucky and get a noble in there who would be better, but I don't know if I really want to pay 40 something to roll the dice. So I think we'll just let it go. So yeah, we're kind of waiting for Byzantine here to see what all happens. And obviously, she's moving some armies around. Okay, yeah, that's the whole... Actually, wow, wait a second, I gotta look at that. Actually, I just realized what's going on here. That's against them. Defender is Byzantine, and look at all the attackers. You got Georgia in there. And then a bunch of sheiks and whatnot. Kalfrazul. Okay, Marshal Count Doyum told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. Okay, adopt his ideas. We pay 23 gold. Krusevik gets your marshal's ideas, improve your capital until 1200. So 5 years. Military technology growth rate plus 100%. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that for 23. Excellent. It has come to my attention that Chancellor of Steiermark has bribed and threatened his way through my domain, trying to get enough people to recognize a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege, Count Ripschunt of Steinmark. Okay, so that one of those border guys is messing around again. We'll fabricated document to pass. Okay, we better pause right there. We need to make sure that we're getting along good with them. I need to get some diplomacy with him. I need to send my, I need to get my Chancellor out of there. Anyway. Send our Chancellor over here to, send our Chancellor over there to get some relations going, so in case something snowballs out of control there. Plus, we don't need to be working on relations with her anymore right now. It's kind of like beating a dead horse for the most part. So, anyway, we're doing pretty good. We got through a couple years there, so that wasn't too bad. Who's this? Our cousin. we'll just set. This guy's got good. This is Doyum. He's got good stats. There you go. All right. All right. So we'll go ahead and end it right there. We're in June of 1195, and we got through there pretty good. As you can see, all of our we're gonna have to work on some of this stuff a little bit, but our Doyjam. Yeah, all this stuff will all pan out though eventually, so I'm not really that concerned about that. We're fine on him taking over, you know, as of right now. And like I said, once he gets older, it'll start to pan out easier. Like I said, we're waiting to see maybe when she dies, maybe there's some good revolts or we see some other opportunities around here. I don't think we still have. Well, we can always do that, but that's something we might have to think about. But anyway, we will go ahead and leave it right there. I think we're moving along pretty good. I hope to, in the future here, we're going to get these episodes going a little quicker. With New Year, you're probably seeing this right around New Year's. With New Year, one of my goals is to streamline the channel a little bit more. I'm going to really concentrate on getting episodes out more often, hopefully, on my CK2 series and my Game of Dwarves series. Some of the other series that I was kind of experimenting with, I think some of those are going to kind of drop by the wayside. I may start one other series on a kind of a space-themed strategy game of some kind. I haven't made my mind up on which one yet, but you know, for you guys interested in that, be sure to watch my channel. But some of the other series I have going on may drop off because they really haven't been as popular. I don't think really people are paying that much attention to them, and so I kind of want to streamline my channel and have it where I'm doing maybe like 3 series and then just throwing like quick looks in here and there. So anyway, kind of keep your eye on the channel. Like I said, the CK2 series is one of my main priorities here, so I know a lot of people like this series, and so it definitely will be continuing and hopefully be a little more frequent here after the new year. So that's it, and I will catch you guys on the next one.